welcome to this month's Virginia Wine and Real Estate Review. I'm Ed Johnson.
And I'm Denise Buck.
And this month we're going to venture out to Barrel Oak Winery. We're going to visit FarmFarm, which is their petting farm. Denise had fun out there.
So, piggies.
Let's go out and share with you our experience. So here we are out at Barrel Oak Winery. I'm Ed Johnson.
And I'm Denise Buck.
And we're here with Brian Roeder, the owner of Barrel Oak Winery. And we're going to get him to share some of his thoughts about the winery and also FarmFarm, which we just came from. Had a great time out there. And then we'll talk about the wines here. So great. Brian, tell us about, how did Barrel Oak come to be and just a little bit about it.
Well, my wife and I lived in Arlington, South Arlington, and about 9 years ago, she shared with me the dream of growing grapes. And she was ready for a change in her life, and I was ready for a change in mine. So we decided we would look for land where we could both grow grapes and make wine. And that was the final plan we came up with. And then we looked all over, and we found this beautiful parcel out here on I-66, about an hour west of downtown. And moved out here in 2006, opened the winery in 2008, and have never looked back. But a lot of fun.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great place. I mean, I was out here a few years ago, and it's really grown since then. It's amazing to see what's transformed.
From day one, we wanted to be a place where people felt welcomed, where they could come to celebrate life's wonderful moments, anniversaries, graduations, birthdays. We wanted it to be very much like our own living room when we enjoy wine with our friends. And what's wonderful about it, we call it living the dream, is that it's actually my wife who makes the wine. And it's very special that she has been able to bring this craft into her life, and her wines have won top honors nationwide through her efforts and the efforts of her co-winemaker, Rick Tegg. The two of them together are a great team making wonderful wine.
That's great. Wow. That's great. Well, I tell you what, let's talk about the wines a little bit here.
Sure.
Denise and I did a tasting a little while ago, and these were the three that really struck us. I'm a white wine drinker. She's a red wine drinker. I'm becoming more of a red wine drinker. She's working on me there. But so let's go ahead and we'll start with the 2013 Chardonnay here.
Yes. Well, my wife Sharon is very prone to crisp, dry white wines. In spite of barrel oak and the idea that maybe we oak all our wine, we don't.
Right.
Oak is a component of making certain kinds of wine, but when it comes to our whites, she really loves to have a wine that focuses on the grape itself. Chardonnays can be heavily oaked and therefore have all of this butter and vanilla that we hear about, and we do make an oaked Chardonnay, but the one you've chosen is in fact primarily kept in stainless steel tanks where it's fermented, and then it spends time in what we call neutral oak barrels, and those are barrels that impart very little complexity to the wine. So what we really get is a wine that's very much focused on the core characteristics of the grape. It's a reserve wine because it spends more time, more effort putting it in the bottle, and I think it makes for a really lovely wine. Very, very drinkable, especially in the summer. Yep.
So now the second one that we liked came off of your regular tasting, which was the Bauhaus Red.
Yes.
And that we felt also was a very easy drinking red.
Bauhaus Red.
Yes. Bauhaus Red is a very nice wine. It's our most popular red wine. And it is a play on words. Barrel Oak Winery, we say bow as in bow wow. We're very much, as you know, a dog-oriented place, family-oriented.
Oh, yeah.
On a Saturday, you might find 100 dogs here, all, inside and outside the winery. So our Bauhaus Red is really, it's a blend primarily of Chambourcin, which grows very well here in Virginia, as well as Merlot. Sometimes it gets other little components. It's slightly what we call off-dry. There's a little bit of residual sugar. It's very easy to drink chilled or room temperature. We actually call it our pizza wine because it's a wine that you can enjoy with pizza. And yet it's also a wine you can have with a steak. It's a really very lovely balanced wine.
That's exactly what we had with the pizza here. The brick oven pizza. awesome.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
Gourmet pizzas, and it was great with that. So that's what we did there.
And have a bottle of that while you have your pizza, and you can eat on the picnic.
There you go, on the
tables.
picnic tables.
Very
and,
easy to
play,
enjoy.
Play cornhole. There
Yes,
you go.
exactly.
All right. And the last one that we selected, Denise fell in love with this one. This wasn't on the normal tasting list.
Right.
Was the Cabernet Franc.
Yes. Cabernet Franc is Virginia's red grape. It's a French grape. It's a vinifera, as we call it. But it's also a grape that's doing very well here in Virginia. And because Virginia is relatively new to the grain to the wine trade, although we were the very first state to ever grow grapes, back in the 1600s, it didn't work out very well. So now that the industry is really coming alive over the last few decades, the grape growers have been experimenting with different varietals, and Cabernet Franc does well in this environment. The nice thing about this wine is that it's a very full-bodied wine, and yet it has lovely white pepper and also some wild strawberry to it. I think it's a eminently drinkable wine. It's still fairly young. It's going to do really well in the bottle. It's, again, one of our reserve wines.
Right.
But we've also consistently taken top honors with this particular varietal. We do grow it here on the property, and we love it. It's something that we keep in reserve because we keep running out of it, and we don't want to run out of it because it's so great. So that's why
it was awesome.
I think it would be fabulous with some grilled filet mignons or some even hamburgers. You could do that too.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
So on that subject, just quickly, what would you pair with the Chardonnay? What would you pair with the Chardonnay?
Well, obviously the Chardonnay is always going to go well with some nice fish. I think you mentioned salmon, a greasier like a halibut or something like that. It's got a little bit of texture to it. Also, I love sea bass or rockfish out of the bay. If you were to have a thick slab of rockfish with this, I think you'd love it. Anything that's going to be like a Caribbean jerk, or even something that's got a mango to it.
Okay.
In terms of the sauces, that the
Because
dryness
this is crisp.
combined with
Right.
the sweetness. With wines, you can either go where you go the opposite way, or you pair up similar styles and flavors. And in this case, going the opposite way would be very rewarding, I think, with this wine.
No, I think that makes a lot of sense. Well, Brian, thank you so much. We really appreciate your time today. This has been very educational, and it was fun.
Yes.
Okay. And I'm sure that we're going to be coming back.
Fantastic. Look
Thank
forward
you
to
so
seeing
much.
you.
All
Seeing
right.
you both again. Thank you
All
so
right,
much.
thank
We
you.
really appreciate it.
All right.
All right.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
If you're looking for a great afternoon in the country, definitely come to Barrel Oak Winery. It has wonderful wine tastings, brick oven pizza, cooked gourmet on site for you to enjoy. You can bring a picnic, you can bring the kids, you can bring the dogs, you can bring your celebrations. So this is a fabulous destination, beautiful mountainous scenes, and a lot of fun. So definitely be sure to check out Barrel Oak Winery this summer. And remember, if you need help with your buying or selling real estate needs or picking a wine, give us a call. We're here to help, the DC Metro Realty team. Thank you so much. Have a great day and enjoy your wine.